Yes, we're ready. Yeah.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, and welcome to the Office of Economic Development Business Information Session. My name is Margaret McGee, the Business Services Manager. Business services assist entrepreneurs and business owners in starting and growing their business. We help in navigating through the different departments within city government to obtain permits and licenses. We also connect the business community with organizations that can provide technical assistance, incentives, resources, and other beneficial programs in operating a business. One way we do this is to host business information sessions. These sessions are held throughout the year, and topics are gathered from entrepreneurs, surveys, and information we collect from the business community. This is a series of 3 sessions focusing on business funding, options, and resources. If you missed the first session, you will be able to view it on the Office of Economic Development YouTube channel. Today we have Ms. Tatiana Bruce. She's the director with Louisiana Growth Network. Ms. Lauren Cullen and Ms. Carla Henderson, business development officers with the Louisiana Opportunity Capital, and both of these are divisions within the Louisiana Economic Development, also known as LED. They will share information regarding LED's small business programs and the state small business credit initiative program. To keep down distractions, attendees, please turn your videos off and mute your speakers. Place all questions in the chat box and they will be addressed when time allows. All handouts provided to me will be shared within 24 to 48 hours after the meeting has ended. Now I'll go ahead and turn it over to Ms. Tatiana Bruce, followed by Ms. Lauren Cullen and Ms. Carla Henderson.
Thanks, Margaret, and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today to our presentation. And we will be providing an overview of the different resources that Louisiana Economic Development provides to help small businesses to start, to grow, and scale. I also want to thank the City of New Orleans for partnering with LED to host this important conversation. Through the Louisiana Growth Network, LED supports startup, small business, and second stage companies across the state. These resources are designed to help businesses to build capacity, increase opportunity, and accelerate growth, and that's all accomplished through training, technical assistance, supplier development programs, peer learning opportunities, and also access to capital programs. So I'm going to be covering mostly our programs that provide training and technical assistance. And Lauren and Carla will be providing more information about those programs that are related to access to capital. So as you know, like our Louisiana small businesses are extremely important for our state. Over 99% of the Louisiana companies are considered small businesses. And that's one of the reasons why LED has a focus on providing all these trainings and all these different programs to help small businesses to grow and succeed. We understand that business owners in general face many challenges, and that includes access to capital, connections, and different resources that they need to grow and compete. So that's why our programs are very important, because they can connect you to that potential capital that you need. And also, if you need additional assistance in terms of training and increasing capacity of you as a business owner, we can also provide that. So I'm going to share my screen now. Let me see. Do you guys see the slide?
Yes, currently we see LA Growth Network. We see that page.
All right. All right. So these are basically our focus areas, and these are the different programs that we provide. So as I mentioned, all our programs and our main focus areas are build capacity, increase opportunity, and accelerate growth. And we're going to cover information on all those programs as we move forward. So I'm going to get started with the build capacity section, and that includes one of our main certification programs, that is the Small and Emerging Business Development Program. This program provides business and management training to Louisiana-based companies. And when we speak about the SBD program, we're talking about like training assistance. Our main goal is to be able to help Louisiana business owners to learn how to manage their business more from the management standpoint. So, like for instance, you can get assistance on marketing if you have challenges with digital marketing, or if you don't know how to promote your brand through social media. We offer plenty programs that can help you with that. We can help with human resources. So if you are looking at growing your business and you need to hire a new employee, you probably need to put together a employee guideline or a workbook so they know what's their role. So that's something that we can definitely provide. We help with accounting. We help with QuickBooks training, so you know that basic accounting information and how to run some of your books. We can help with legal assistance. So if you are putting together contracts for your clients, so we can connect you with an attorney and they can help you drafting those contracts. So we can help basically in any area, in any expertise that can help you running your business. And we help you through this certification program that is completely online. So you can go to ledsmallbiz.com and complete that certification. It will only ask you general business information. So you probably need to provide general business information, where you're located. You will have to provide general information on your ownership. If you have like 51% owner, you probably need to provide that information. We have about 14 eligibility questions that you can just check if it's yes or no. So if you have your company's information in place, you should be able to complete the certification in about 15, 20 minutes. And after you submit that application, we review it in a couple business days. And once you receive the certification, you will get a notification from our system. You can reach out to any of our intermediaries across the state. We have about 16, 18 intermediaries, and you can connect with them to see what's next and how to get connected with the trainings that the SBD program offers. In New Orleans, we work with the Urban League of Louisiana, the Small Business Development Center at Xavier University, the Louisiana Chamber of Commerce Foundation. We work with Propeller. So those are our key partners for this program in New Orleans. Now, as far as eligibility requirements for the SBD program, we request that citizenship, so you have to be a U.S. citizen or legal resident. The business owner, 51% owner, need to be a resident of Louisiana for at least 1 year. that 51% owner needs to have a personal net worth that is less than $400,000. And when you calculate that personal net worth, you need to exclude your personal residence, business assets, retirement accounts. So we have found that over 90% of the companies that apply to this program, they're actually eligible. And the last piece of the requirements is that the business net worth has to be less than 1.5 million. So that's basically what we review when you guys complete that application. And once it's approved, the next step is to connect with our SCBD intermediaries. One of the programs that we offer through the SCB programs are the roundtables. So these roundtables are basically an opportunity for business owners to connect with other business owners that are basically facing some of the same challenges. So that's why we're very aware of that lack of opportunity for business owners to be able to talk and share experiences with companies that are kind of like in the same space. We have received great feedback. We started this program over 10 years ago. And we have a number of graduates that, like, at the end of the year, when the program ends, they want to continue joining that roundtable, and they have created basically like a family. They're very close to our business owners, and it's just a great opportunity for business owners to come, share their experiences, and also learn from subject matter experts, because those sessions, which are 10 sessions throughout the year, they always have a subject matter expert that covers different business-related topics. For instance, if the roundtable participants, they have expressed interest in cybersecurity, so the host intermediary, they will probably find a cybersecurity expert, and they will bring it to one of the sessions, and they will share information about the best practices in terms of cybersecurity, and they will probably respond questions. So you always have that portion of the sessions with the subject matter expert, and later you move to the second part that is more the peer learning opportunity, which all the business owners, they kind of like share updates, challenges, and all of them vote to process one of those challenges, and they process those challenges through experience sharing. So for the SCB roundtables, we're going to start recruiting in June, July for the next session. So please, if you are interested, please reach out to me, send me an email. I will have my contact information at the end, and I can connect you with some of our intermediaries that will be hosting roundtables. I know the Urban League of Louisiana, they will be hosting roundtables in the New Orleans region. I'm going to go to the next slide, which these are basically some of our intermediaries, and I already mentioned the intermediaries we have in the New Orleans area. But we do have trainings that our intermediaries provide through Zoom, like virtual trainings, and you can join any of those trainings as long as you have your SCB certification in place. I also wanted to mention briefly the PAVE program, that's Pathway to Assist Veteran Entrepreneurs. This is a training program that is basically for veteran-owned businesses. So if you are a veteran-owned business and you want to open your company, or if you know a veteran person that is interested in opening a business, this is an opportunity for them to get assistance, like working on putting together their business plan, There is an option for them to get some on-demand training, and it's basically a boot camp that also provides one-on-one assistance through the small business development centers. So they will also have a counselor that will be working with them, putting together that business plan and basically launching their business. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Oh, wait. Can you still see? Oh my goodness.
Currently, we see build capacity, the Louisiana contractor
Okay, I'm sorry
accreditation.
because
Mhm.
it froze here and I thought that I was kicked out. Okay, so you guys can see the slide and you guys can hear me.
Yes, someone just asked, I think it was Miss Joanne. She said, please repeat the website to obtain the SEBD information. Well, we
It's
could put that in the,
LED. I can put it when I'm done in the chat because
yes,
for some reason I can't access the chat. All I can do right now is I'm just seeing the slides.
yeah.
But wait a second. What's happening? It's just freezing on my end.
So now I see increased opportunity
Okay,
and it's back to build capacity.
let me see. All right. So I think we're fine. Okay, my goodness, it's just moving. Very strange, my slide deck. Are we back in the Louisiana Contractors Accreditation Institute slide on your end?
Yes.
Okay. So this is another program that we offer to construction companies, and that's the Louisiana Contractors Accreditation Institute. And we offer these different seminars. We have the Business and Law Seminar, Residential Contractor Seminar, and General Contractor Seminars that offer once a year. We're about to kick off the Residential Contractors Seminar. It's through the summer. During the fall, we offer the general contractor seminar, and during the spring, we have the business and law seminar. If you know if you are a construction company and you are looking to expand, for instance, to residential work, that's an opportunity for you to gain access to this information. And if you want to keep up with the application periods for all our programs, you probably need to sign up on our website for on the news section, so you can get updates, and you can also get our small business newsletter, and we will send that newsletter. It's a bi-monthly newsletter and includes all the different programs that we are launching, timelines, and everything you probably need to know. So those are the programs that are related to the build capacity focus area. Now I'm going to discuss more about the increased opportunity. And with increased opportunity section, I want to start by reviewing the Hudson and Veteran initiatives. So these are certification programs as well that can help you gain greater access to contracting opportunities with the state of Louisiana. So we have been working with the Office of State Procurement for the last 10 years, trying to create additional awareness of the program, and also working with state procurement agents, so they know that it's important for us to be able to allocate these expenditures among Louisiana Louisiana-based businesses. So that's the main goal that we want to achieve with the program. When I started about over 10 years ago, I think the highest expenditures in Hudson and veteran companies was about 40 million. In 2023, we reached our highest expenditure that was over 116 million. So, I mean, we have made a lot of progress, but there is still progress to be made, and we continue working with the Office of State Procurement and also with the different agencies trying to increase the agency's goals so we can allocate more of those dollars here in Louisiana. So some of the benefits of the Hudson and Veteran initiatives, 10% extra points can be added on any request for proposals that a company that is certified submits. For small purchases that are less than $60,000, the procurement agents, they can waive the requirement of getting additional quotes. So they generally have to get 3 quotes. But if your company has the Hudson or Veteran certification and you submit a quote that makes sense, they don't need to get those additional quotes. So those are basically the key benefits. Now, if you are working with a prime and you have the Hudson Veteran certification, that prime can gain access to some of those 10% extra points when they're bidding on a request for proposal. So that's also like an incentive for large companies to hire and work with Louisiana small businesses. As far as the certification requirements, so I want to mention that the SCBD program certification, as well as the Hudson and Veteran initiatives, that's the same certification process for the 3 programs. So that's very easy for business owners, and it helps us to streamline that process. So it's only one certification process for the 3 programs. Now, when you are applying to the Hudson and Veteran Initiative, this is the information that we look. So the company has to be a Louisiana-based company. All business owners, they have to be Louisiana residents. Company has to have less than 50 full-time employees, and the annual gross receipts, they have to be less than 5 million for non-construction companies and less than 10 million for construction companies. And we have a small change a few years ago on those thresholds for veteran companies. So instead of 5 million for non-construction, it's 6 million for non-construction companies that have the veteran certification. And obviously, if you're applying to the veteran initiative certification, the 51% owner must be veteran or a service-connected disabled veteran. All right. And I mean, I want to mention, I can't see the chat right now, but I can go over the questions at the end. Or if you guys have any questions, I mean, you can jump in. I'm completely fine about that. So we have the Hudson and Veteran initiatives, that are certification programs that can help you gain greater access to contracting opportunities with the state of Louisiana. But we also launched this other program, which is Source Louisiana, that can help you connecting with contracting opportunities with private industries. So Source Louisiana is basically a directory of Louisiana-based businesses that can help you gaining extra visibility and an opportunity to connect to some of these major corporations that are making huge investments in Louisiana. I believe last week we had another major project announcement, and now we have announced over 107 billion in projects. And all these companies that are making investments in Louisiana, they are getting credentials to source Louisiana so they can search and find Louisiana vendors as they are getting ready to start with construction, procurement opportunities, and if you want to become part of their supply chain, that's basically the place to be. So if you have not signed up to the Source Louisiana directory, please, that's something that you must do, and that's the place to be if you want to get connected to those opportunities. So the steps are: first, you need to go to sourcelouisiana.com. You need to search for your company. If you find it, you need to update your company's information. If you don't find it, you have to click on register now. But the key here is that you actually complete your profile, provide information like on your products, services, certifications, qualifications, and keep that information updated, because that's the place that all these major corporations, the procurement staff, they're going to find Louisiana vendors as they move forward with these different project announcements. So that's one piece of the Source Louisiana umbrella. So we have the Source Louisiana directory, and we also have the Source Louisiana Accelerator program. So we know that some of these companies that want to connect with opportunities, some of them are not quite ready to compete for contracts with major corporations. So that's why we decided to launch this program. It's a Source Louisiana Accelerator program in partnership with Blue Wave Supplier Development Program. We have known Blue Wave for several years. We were referring companies to their supplier development program that at some point they were hosting through the American Petroleum Institute, Woodside Energy, and now we were able to secure some funding to be able to provide that supplier development program for our Louisiana businesses. So we're very excited about that. We just launched the first cohort last week. Second cohort will be launched in June. So we have over 100 companies that will be joining this program for this year. If you have interest in joining the Source Louisiana Accelerator program, we have a new cohorts for next year, and you will have to again sign up on our website for updates, because we will be reaching out to all business owners when time comes and the application period opens, probably early next year. Go next. Wait a second, I think I went too fast. As part of our opportunity focus area, we also provide a bonding assistance program. So the main goal of the bonding assistance program is helping the Louisiana small and emerging businesses to be able to create that relationship with bonding companies. What we offer is bid payment and performance bonds. We can support them with 25% of the contract value, up to $100,000. So the main goal for us is to be able to support Louisiana businesses creating and getting started with that relationship with bonding companies. We have known many businesses that started with our bonding assistance program that seems small because it's up to $100,000, but after they got started, and they kind of like established that relationship with their bonding company, that those bonds started growing. So that's a great opportunity for any small construction company that probably need assistance in terms of bonding. And the only requirement that we have for the bonding assistance program is the LCBD program certification. And our last program on the increased opportunity section is the Louisiana Veteran First Business Initiative. So this is a directory of veteran businesses. And if you know veteran-owned businesses, they must be part of the Louisiana Veteran First Directory. It's very easy to sign up. It's through Louisiana LAVeteranFirst.org. They have to register and complete their profile. And after they apply, Veteran Affairs, they review their application, they will approve it, and after we will provide the final approval, and they will receive a certificate as well as I lost the word. I'm sorry, a decal. So that will be mailed to you. And I mean, we are promoting this website. We are encouraging business owners to hire veterans, and that's the main goal that we want to accomplish. So if you guys want to connect with other businesses that are veterans, if you want to support veteran-owned businesses, this is the place to go. All right, so now the last section of my presentation is the accelerate growth. And we have a special focus on second stage companies. So those are companies that have less than 100 employees and revenues between 600,000 to 50 million. Those are annual revenues. And that special focus is because we have companies these are companies that are growing at an exponential rate. And there is research that you can look up on youreconomy.com that will basically tell you that second stage businesses are only around like 10% of all companies in different communities. That's kind of like an average. But those 10% businesses, they actually create over 40% of the new jobs. So that's why we have these programs, because we see the value of these companies in terms of growing our economy, creating jobs, and also bringing wealth to our state. So one of those programs is the System for Integrated Growth. So we provide, it's a research program, and you will get access to 37 hours of strategic research that is basically tailored to your needs or business issues. So when you apply to the SEEK program, you have to outline different challenges that your company is facing. For instance, if you want to find what's the best customer profile and where to find those customers. That's something that can be provided through SEEK. If you want to evaluate your website and see how it's doing compared to your competitors, that's something that we can provide. If you are hiring employees and you are having challenges with employee retention, so we can help you with that HR. So those pieces that are related to marketing and also to operations, all those challenges can be addressed through the SEEK program. And it's basically having a team of 5 research assistants that will be working on the different challenges that your business is facing, and they will probably give you like best practices, and they will provide a plan for you to implement as a result of the program. This program is available, it's ongoing, the application, you can apply at any point, and it's available at no cost. The only requirement is that your company, obviously, second stage company, less than 100 employees and revenues between 600,000 to 50 million. The other program that we provide for our second stage businesses, the CEO Roundtable program. So we closed the application period for the CEO Roundtable in March. That's a year-long program that it's similar to the CBD Roundtable. It's also peer learning opportunity. There are 10 sessions throughout the year. They will meet and share experiences, share challenges, and it's an opportunity for them to listen to other business owners and CEOs and see what challenges they're facing and how they have managed to grow and scale their business. So it's very similar to the roundtable. It's basically the SAB roundtable is the same nature because it's peer learning opportunity, but this is for larger companies, second stage companies. And we also have the Rural Entrepreneurship Initiative, which is a mix of the SEEK program and the CEO Roundtable. You have a CEO Roundtable, you have some sessions that are peer learning opportunities, and you also have some hours that will provide some specific research for your company, depending on the needs and challenges that you're facing, but that's only for rural companies. And we also provide the STEP program, the STEP grant. So that's a grant that is provided through the Small Business Administration. It's a federal grant. And the goal is to help companies that are new to export and they are looking at expanding to other markets. So the program provides 90% reimbursements on different expenses, and it's up to $10,000. So those expenses include, like if you have trade shows, if you're attending a trade shows, we can cover expenses for the trade show. That includes travel expenses. I believe includes some meals. If you are providing if you are putting together some kind of like training, or you are attending a training that is related to export, that's something that can be provided through the program, and it's only available to Louisiana-based companies, have to be for-profit businesses. You need to be at least 1 year in business and also new to export markets. So those are basically all the programs that we provide through the Louisiana Growth Network. I know this presentation, I mean, we have just a great number of programs that can help from startups to second stage companies. I know that the different programs can be a little bit overwhelming, but please, reach out to us if you have any specific questions about any of our programs. This is my contact information. You have my email, you have my phone number. Please reach out. I mean, we're very excited about the different programs that we provide to business owners. We're looking at growing our team, growing the programs that we're offering, and we're always here to help. So please take some time to check on our website, opportunitylouisiana.com, sign up for our news so you can receive updates, receive our newsletter. You can also check Louisiana Business Hub. That's a directory that can connect you to different resources that we have in different regions. So you can check on that as well. And I mean, you can give us a call if you have any questions. We're here to help you. So thank you. I'm gonna stop here and check. Let me see. Check on those questions here on the chat. Do you have any questions? The website, okay. I'm typing the website now. And that's a website where you can apply to the SAE program, Hudson, and Veteran Initiatives. It's only one application program, or application process for the 3 programs. Okay, I don't see any other questions. Any questions? All right. So now I'm going to pass it over to my colleagues, Lauren and Carla, and they will provide more information about our capital programs. Thank you, everyone. Good to
Thank
be with
you.
all of you.
Thank you.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Carla Henderson. I am the business development. Can everyone hear me? I'm sorry. Can y'all hear us?
We can
Yeah, we
hear.
can hear
Yes,
you.
yes, we can
Okay,
hear you.
great. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I'm Carla Henderson. I'm a business development officer here with the Louisiana Economic Development.
And I'm Lauren Cullens, Program Administrator with LED's Access to Capital Program. Together, we help oversee implementation of Louisiana State Small Business Credit Initiative, or SSBCI, which is a suite of programs that help small businesses across the state of Louisiana access the capital they need to grow.
And today we just want to thank the City of New Orleans Office of Economic Development for having us. Thank you all. And before we get into everything, and we're going to share a brief overview of SSBCI, how it works, the different financing options available, and how to know if a business actually qualifies. But first, we'd like to start with a short video that gives you a snapshot of what SSBCI is all about. So let's take a look at that. Lauren's going to share her screen.
Yeah, give us a second so I can share my screen. Were y'all able to hear that? No, okay.
Business Credit Initiative is here to help. SSBCI is a once-in-a-generation opportunity to take your business to the next level. Your biggest challenge as an entrepreneur access to the capital you need to grow your business. Louisiana's State Small Business Credit Initiative is here to help. SSBCI is a once-in-a-generation opportunity to take your business to the next level. SSBCI offers 5 different ways to access the funds needed to launch or expand your business. 3 programs enhance your ability to secure business loans. 2 connect you with equity funds seeking to invest in your business. In microlending, a participating financial institution loans up to $100,000 to your small business for equipment.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Forgive me. Oops.
And Lauren, you will share the link so others can view that video.
Just sometimes when you're sharing video, that connection gets a little messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bill.
Yeah, we were freezing earlier, so give me 2 seconds. Let me try to close some things. There we go.
No problem.
SSBCI.
We're all new to Teams, so we're all learning together.
Yeah, that's the other piece. We are Zoom people, so
I'm
it
sure I have
it
it together
takes
every
a
other day.
minute.
All right, so share. There we go. And they can hear. Okay. Share the screen. So, all right. Now, Paris.
Your biggest challenge as an entrepreneur? Access to the capital you need to grow your business. Louisiana's State Small Business Credit Initiative is here to help. SSBCI is a once-in-a-generation opportunity to take your business to the next level. SSBCI offers 5 different ways to access the funds needed to launch or expand your business. 3 programs enhance your ability to secure business loans. 2 connect you with equity funds seeking to invest in your business. In microlending, a participating financial institution loans up to $100,000 to your small business for equipment, renovations, or other operating expenses. In collateral support, SSBCI pledges up to $250,000 to boost the collateral your business needs to qualify for commercial loans of up to $1 million. In the Small Business Loan Guarantee Program, SSBCI guarantees up to $1.5 million of the loan amount, which increases your borrowing power by reducing risk to the lender. Seed Capital provides investment for your startup or early-stage business. And Venture Capital provides investment for your expanding business of up to 500 employees, both in exchange for shares and an active role in the company by investors. For the latest SSBCI news and information, visit LouisianaSSBCI.com.
Okay. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you. So that video pretty much sums everything up perfectly of what we're going to speak about on today. And SSBCI helps Louisiana entrepreneurs get financing through the local banks, the mission-driven lenders that we vet prior to becoming a lender, and by reducing some of the risks that can make it hard for individuals to get approved. So what is SSBCI? So the U.S. Treasury State Small Business Program, referred to as SSBCI, allocated over $113 million to the state of Louisiana under the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021 to increase the flow of private lending and investment to small businesses statewide. So our goal of the loan programs is to expand access to capital by helping lenders reduce their risk on qualified loans to small businesses. So for the loans that typically do not receive approval, LED partners with banks. We partner with credit unions and CDFIs, which are community development financial institutions, through SSBCI to support the business loans. So instead of lending directly, us here at LED, we help lenders say yes to the borrowers by providing credit enhancements pretty much behind the scenes. So LEDC operates 3 lending programs under the SSBCI program, each designed to help businesses at different stages of growth. As you heard, we have the micro lending program for our smaller startup and early stage businesses. We have the collateral support program for growing businesses that have cash flow but needs help meeting collateral requirements. We also have our loan guarantee program, and this is for established businesses pursuing larger financing or expansion. So each program shares pretty much the same goal, and it's to help you qualify for financing, with LED providing support along the way. So first, we're going to talk about the micro lending program. So the microlending program, sometimes referred to as MLP, is a loan participation structured as a revolving loan fund for Louisiana CDFIs or other qualifying lenders. This program is designed to provide access to capital to small businesses, particularly very small businesses and small businesses owned by socially and economically disadvantaged individuals, to aid in the financing need of the entrepreneurs. The MLP program the MLP offers loans at with smaller financing needs with a minimum loan amount of about $1,000, and it can range all the way up to a maximum of $100,000. Now, the microlending program, sometimes referred to as MLP, as I stated, is the participation for the qualified lenders. So to date, LED has approved Carter Credit Union, Essential Credit Union, Jefferson Parish Economic Development Commission, and Newcorp as our preferred lenders. And we want to make sure that the borrowers or participants have the necessary tools that they need to move their business forward. So here you see the program, which is an important feature. I'm sorry. It has unsecured option loans that are loans that are less than $50,000. And the microlending program provides loans at a very attractive terms. Instead of your typical 10 plus year terms, the MLP offers 1 to 5 years terms loans and up to 3 years for line of credit. So what qualifies one for the microlending program? Businesses must have 100 employees or less. They must be authorized to do business in Louisiana, maintain an office in Louisiana, and they must be a for-profit entity. Now, we may be able to make loans to nonprofit entities, but it must have that generating arm. And that is in terms of such as a church that has a daycare, not just the church itself, but the church with the daycare. The businesses also must create and or retain at least one job. And most of that time, that's who? The owner that can retain that one particular job. So some eligible business purposes consist of startup costs, working capital, business acquisitions, franchise fees, equipment inventory, and purchase of construction of a building. Now, there are some ineligible businesses and purposes that do not qualify for this particular program, and that consists of restaurants that have been in business less than 2 years. You can't have a bar, and other businesses established for the principal purpose of selling or distributing alcohol. No pyramid sales, speculative real estate, no refinancing, or no owner-to-owner buyouts. Those are ineligible businesses under the micro lending program, unfortunately. So the process is very simple here with the MLP program, and you'll hear about the step-by-step in all of our programs. And to go back real quick, those eligible business purposes, it also refers to the rest of the programs that y'all are going to hear about in a minute. So the process involves the applicant or the borrower contacting one of those 4 lenders that I mentioned earlier in the presentation, and their information is also listed on the website that we're going to give you towards the end of the presentation. And you have to complete their application. Their application is where you would make sure everything that they're requesting is submitted to them. Because remember, we are not the direct lenders. We are pretty much, I wouldn't say a third party, but I would say that everything comes to us from the actual lender. And they will be your point of contact throughout the entire process. So when you submit that application, you would actually go through the lender and complete their application. They have a specific application that you must complete. Once that's completed and approved by the lender underwrites and sends everything to us, right? They send the packet to LED. We then in turn have an internal review. With that internal review, we will make sure everything is in good order, and we then notify the lender of our decision. Once we notify the lender of our decision, then the lender closes on the loan. The lender then closes on the loan and proceeds to issuing the payment to the borrower. After the closing, the lender will then provide LEDC with all the executed documents. So everything that you have completed, everything that they have configured will come to us, and the lender will service the loan. And after that, we monitor everything in compliance. So you want to make sure that you're in compliance with your payments and everything. So that is our micro lending program. We will now move on to our next program that Lauren will present, our collateral support program.
Okay, next I'll go over our collateral support program. Typically, whenever you go to a lender for a loan, they ask for the loan to be collateralized, meaning they would like something to liquidate in the event of default that you do not pay their loan so they can be made whole. The collateral support program was created to assist small business borrowers facing difficulties getting approved for a loan due to a shortfall in collateral. When applying for a loan, it is important to know that each bank has their own internal credit policies, which typically includes an equity injection and putting up the collateral to back the loan. We realize that with smaller companies, startups in particular, there may be a struggle to meet that criteria. So that's where this program comes in. The program provides cash to the lender to pledge to the loan to help the borrower meet the collateral requirements in the event of default. The lender can request up to 50% of the loan amount for collateral support, with a maximum cash amount of $250,000 and a maximum loan amount of $1 million. So, and this will be structured in 2 tiers. Loan amount under $500,000 are eligible for 50% cash deposit, and loan amounts over $500,000 are eligible for a 25% cash deposit. An example of how this would work is, let's say you are in need of a $100,000 line of credit to help with your working capital needs, such as payroll, inventory, or something that has a hard asset to back it up. and you need the other half of it. Let me go back. So how it works is typically whenever you apply for a loan, if you're purchasing equipment or something similar with a hard asset, that will serve as the collateral for your loan, right? And in some businesses where they may be don't have as much equipment, they may be more service oriented. They may be purchasing I don't know, like some kitchen equipment, but they need the other half of the loan to serve as a working capital for salary, marketing, overhead expenses. So if you're getting a $100,000 loan, 50,000 of it, you will have the equipment to back it up, right? And the other 50, you don't have any physical asset to back it up. So that's where LED steps in. We'll come in and provide up to half of your loan amount, um, provide up to half of your collateral. And the way we do that is we pledge cash up to $250,000 at your bank to be pledged towards your loan. And so for loans $500,000 and under, we'll pledge up to 50% of your loan amount. So if you're trying to get a $500,000 loan and you only have $250,000 of collateral, we can pledge up to $250,000 cash. Now, if you move into the larger loan amounts and you need a loan between $500,000 and $1 million, that's where we start calculating at 25%. So if you needed $1 million loan, and you were short, the most we can calculate is 25%. So it's $250 max either way it goes. And so these loans, they range from 1,000 to 1 million. And typically, another example where this may be used, because sometimes you do have all of the collateral, is when you have unique collateral. Say, for example, we did a boiler farm in North Louisiana. They were installing solar panels to help mitigate energy costs, and the bank took the solar panels as collateral. However, they were heavily discounted and left the borrower short. And we were able to provide a $100,000 deposit in a CD with the lender for them to use as collateral. So sometimes you don't necessarily have to be completely short. Sometimes you may think you have the collateral, but it's discounted down by the bank. And due to that drop in value, we can come in and help you get that loan across the finish line. And for the collateral support program, the requirements are pretty much the same for as the requirements for the micro lending program. You have to have 100 employees or less. You have to exhibit a shortfall in collateral, because the intent of the program is to help with the shortfall, not to serve as the sole source of your collateral. You must create or retain one job, and you must have a minimum of 10% equity injection. And when we say equity injection, we mean basically liquid capital. And it could be cash on your personal financial statement, cash on your balance sheet, or paid in capital or retained earnings. Okay. As far as the process, the lender will be your first point of contact. Different from the microlending program, participating lenders are not pre-approved. So any insured Louisiana depository financial institution, credit union, or CDFI is eligible to participate in this program. The CSP application is on the website. They submit a full application along with their credit analysis on your behalf, and loans are reviewed internally. Turnaround time is typically 5 days from when the lender turns in your application to us. And that pretty much sums up the collateral support program. Next, I will go over the loan guarantee. The loan guarantee program, this program is for borrowers that do have collateral to borrow against, but may have issues being approved due to any circumstance the bank may deem necessary. So some reasons may be the business is too new, the collateral is unique, the type of business it is. There's a list of reasons where a bank may ask for extra assurance when it comes to approving your loan. So the loan guarantee program, we provide up to an 80% state-backed guarantee of your loan amount, capped at 1.5 million. This helps lenders mitigate credit risk that may fall outside of bank policy. This is typically used when when a loan makes sense from a cash flow and a business perspective, but there are policy exceptions that prevent approval. Our guarantee allows the lender to proceed with the loan while maintaining its underwriting standards and servicing the loan exactly as usual. Under the program, the maximum loan amount is $5 million. You can see in that center box right there, with a maximum guarantee of 80%, not to exceed $1.5 million. The loan can be amortized for any amount of time. However, our maximum guarantee term on real estate transactions are 7 years, 5 years on standard loans, and 3 years for lines of credit. Regarding eligibility, we look for 3 key credit criteria: equity, collateral, and debt service. So different from the collateral support program, a borrower's equity must be 15% of the loan amount. So if you have a $100,000 loan, you will need $15,000 in equity. And again, it can be a cash injection, it could be on the balance sheet, under paid-in capital or retained earnings. The next criteria is collateral. So with this program is for borrowers who do have collateral to borrow against. So therefore, your collateral must match your guarantee amount. For example, if we're doing a $100,000 loan with an 80% guarantee, the collateral value would need to equal $80,000. And it's not an all or nothing. Like the 80% isn't all or nothing. If you only have 60%, you can get a 60% guarantee, a 50, 40. It ranges. 80% is just the max. The different types of collateral we accept are fixtures, furniture, and equipment, land, building, receivables, and inventory. We cannot accept a primary residence, intangibles, or leasehold improvements. And the next criteria, the last criteria that we look for is a debt service. Typically, if you're not familiar with the term debt service, when I say a 1.25 to 1 ratio, that means like how much cash do you have for every payment that you have to make. So if you have a 1.25 to 1, that means you have $1.25 for every dollar that you owe. And we can accept projections, so there is some wiggle room on the debt service. And some key differences between the loan guarantee program and all of the other programs is that the guarantee program can accommodate larger loans. There are a few other differences. So instead of 100 employee cap, businesses with up to 500 employees are eligible for the guarantee program. Number 2, all loan transactions must create or retain at least 1 full-time job. However, for the small business loan guarantee program, if your loan is over $100,000, you must create or retain at least 2 full-time equivalent jobs. And unlike the collateral support program, a depository arm is not required. So any insured bank, credit union, or insured CDFI that is authorized to do business in Louisiana can participate. Across all loan programs, most applications are approved in-house. However, guarantee requests over $500,000 do require board approval. And when that happens, typically you have to come to the board meeting, which meets the second Thursday of the second full week every month. Okay. So typically this program works best in situations where the business has strong cash flow, but the collateral coverage is weak. The deal requires policy exceptions related to loan to value or amortization or leverage, or the collateral is specialized and unique but still valuable. Or where the borrower has equity in the deal but not enough to fully satisfy the bank's requirements. In short, they are good deals that just need a credit enhancement to get across the finish line. Okay. This slide goes over how the application process. Again, we do not lend directly. You have to contact a lender first and apply through them. And typically they will approve you, deny you, or somewhere in between. And somewhere in between is where we step in to help. And if you land somewhere in between, they'll typically underwrite your loan and they will approve you contingent upon our approval. So you go through you apply with them, go through their standard underwriting process, and they'll underwrite your loan. And once they have the loan package together, they will complete the small business loan guarantee application on your behalf, and then submit the application and all supporting documents to us. LED staff will then review the package and make a recommendation to the appropriate approving authority. And as I mentioned earlier, guarantee requests over $500,000 do require board approval, and the board meets once a month. And during that presentation, staff will prepare a presentation. However, the borrower is required to attend and answer any questions. And upon final decision, we will notify the lender by sending them a commitment letter via email. And once approved, your lender will submit the draft closing documents to us for review and approval and sign the guarantee agreement. And from there, you close the loan as usual. So it's a very lender-friendly and straightforward process. It helps you get approved because it helps the lender manage risk responsibly without having to change how they underwrite or service the loans. And for these programs, since any lender throughout the state is allowed to use our program, we understand that a lot of them may not be familiar with the program. So very often we can jump on a Zoom call or an email or a phone call and train them on the program and kind of hold their hands through the application process. We do that pretty much on a daily basis. And we can also go over the details of like your specific loan with them to see which program will best fit for you and how to get through the application process. And that is pretty much it for the small business loan guarantee program. Some frequently asked questions are, do we charge any fees? Currently, we are waiving all application fees, and we also do not allow the lender to charge you over 2% of the loan amount in their fees, plus any third-party fees if you're doing real estate. And our interest rates, they're currently capped at 15%, but typically most of our interest rates that we've seen come through the program are below prime. And so now that you heard all about the loan programs, you would like to probably know, how do you get started? So you should first contact a participating lending institution. They are listed on our web. We have some preferred lenders listed on our website. If you do not want to use one of those, you can use your own lender that you already have a relationship with. And if you are not, ready to approach the bank, you can contact the Louisiana Small Business Development Center. Their website is louisianasbdc.org. They offer free of cost business consultation. And if you go to them, they will review all of your business documents. They'll help you put together projections, cash flow statements, and pretty much everything you need. So whenever you go to the bank, you'll have a package ready and you'll be able to answer any questions that the lender has, which will increase your chances of approval. And outside of helping you get bank ready, they offer just general legal, accounting, and financial assistance. So if you all have not had an appointment with them, I do encourage you all to check out their website. They have locations all throughout the United States and again all throughout Louisiana. The closest location to y'all is located at Xavier University in New Orleans. And again, our website is louisianassbci.com. It stands for Louisiana State Small Business Credit Initiative. And we'll put our email information in the chat. And that's pretty much it. Do you all have any questions? Get the camera on.
Thank you all for those awesome presentations. I'm not sure why. Am I echoing to you?
No.
Are you saying anything?
Oh,
Stop sharing.
okay. Let's see.
I was just trying to find out what was going on because to myself I'm echoing. Okay, so are there any questions? Thank you guys for those awesome presentations. I really appreciate you guys joining us today. So we'll see now if there's any questions. All attendees, if you have any questions, you actually can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Oh, she had echoed.
Okay, I'm not hearing any questions, so y'all definitely did an awesome job because you covered all the information and everything is understood. I would like to ask, would you guys share those presentations and I could share with those that attended today?
Yeah, definitely we can do that.
Okay. So again, I want to thank my speakers for their awesome presentations and for taking the time to be with us today. Thank you all for joining. Within 5 to 10 business days, this session will be added to the Office of Economic Development YouTube channel. Our next session is Thursday, May the 21st, and our speakers for the day will be Mr. Nicholas LaFay. He's the Director of Investments, and he's a part of the Kiva crowdfunding program. And we also have Mr. David Buggage. He's with Liberty Bank. He's the Senior Consumer Lender and Partnership Officer. Please check your emails for reminders, and I hope you all will join us the next time. Everyone, please have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.